MVP. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
In some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. First carry now for Justice Hill. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson, option right. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's fully Fatukasi, who got in there and finished off the play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Tucker's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 8. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Baltimore's set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A swing pass here to Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin from the 34-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Jackson now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catches. That winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the ring. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Edwards will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Once more, Edwards. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. They want to drive that was 16 plays all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Etienne up the middle. And Etienne going to have a Jags 1st down as they'll get this up past the 35-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And finally open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to the ground with ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fine by the Baltimore defense to bring it 4th down. And also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore's offense starting another drive. It's Gus Edwards at running back. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the option, here's Edwards. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
77 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews taking it in.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead back. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jaguars back with it on offense.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's Lawrence.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now out come the Jags. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry up. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Again, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in at the goal line, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they...
And Owen coughed it up.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
16 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Now Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31.
Jadeveon Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, "Hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive." And the coach probably just looked up and said, I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore's offense starting another drive. It's Gus Edwards at running back. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They run with Edwards off the option. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Right to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Able to slither by.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The other day
guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
On the handoff, Edwards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. Like the old rule, possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Keep it moving.
Jackson now. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Andrew Wingard in there to drop him for a loss on the play. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got some room to operate, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
4 yards.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action, it's Lawrence. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, it's Edwards. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.